Sid and Macky, and we're professional mountain bikers on a quest to race the best and most challenging mountain bike races around the world. This winter's preparation has, well, looked a little different than last. A few weeks ago, our friends Shelley and Johnny invited us to come up to their backcountry ski lodge in BC for a week. And while this was a very tempting offer, I soon remembered that skiing is not exactly my sport. Nice. And while I've improved a bit since that clip, ready for the BC backcountry I am not. However, Macky grew up on skis.
Whoa! Oh, that was freaking awesome!
And this was an offer he couldn't refuse. So in this week's video, he'll be heading up to BC while I spend some time banking fitness. Little did we know, we would end up spending a bit longer apart than planned.
A lot of smiling faces here.
All right, so the plan for this afternoon is threshold. So I'll be eating 3 17-minute blocks that start with a pretty hard 2 minutes, like just a little bit over what we would consider my FTP or threshold, lactate threshold. 2-minute range will be about 253 to 260 or over if I can. And then kind of settle in for the next 15 minutes at a power that's kind of like a little bit below and up to threshold. So basically simulating what we do in mountain bike racing, which is go really hard to make a move or at the start of the race or to get up a short little hill and then like grind. So doing it on the road bike, obviously it's snowing out there, and it's looking a little cloudy and gray and cold.
You will notice that behind me there is a helicopter that I'm about to get on because I'm going on a week-long backcountry skiing trip, and I am so excited. Brian, who I got a ride with, there's Brian. We got here early, which, as you guys know, not necessarily my strong suit, but clearly Brian's. So we got here early, so they're putting us on the first helicopter instead of the last helicopter, so that's cool. And when I called Sid and told her that, her response was, "You see, that's the benefit of being early. I've been telling you that for years." So, touche, she's right, as usual.
Yeah, because I'm going to work somewhere else after this. All right, that was the 2 minutes. Now we're just gonna sit here at like 2:30 and grind for 15 minutes. Whoop whoop!
Welcome to Powder Creek. I think most of you have been here before. A couple of new people, Hannah and Brian, Lauren,
Me.
And done. Whew! Alright. That's pretty good, actually. It's kind of boring. These are the kind of days that make you regret your life decisions. Time to put on the downhill outfit. Whew.
Okay, that's cold. My recovery potion of choice recently has been 2 scoops of Scratch chocolate recovery in hot water, which is essentially hot chocolate, and it is delicious. I'm also gonna add a couple extra grinds of salt, since we learned that I'm a very salty person when we did the sweat sodium testing, which we really should have seen coming. In the summer, I'll typically do maybe more of a smoothie with the recovery, and then maybe some extra protein powder or Greek yogurt. That said, after a ride in the cold, sometimes you just need hot chocolate. Feeling much better.
And did you hear that long key? That means that she's hit the repeater.
I was very much the rookie on this trip. Everyone else had done backcountry ski trips before, and most people had even been to Powder Creek Lodge before.
Does everyone have both skins off? And all your vents are zipped up. And both boots are in downhill mode.
Oh, good call.
And if you like slide your skis back and forth, it feels like they're sliding nicely.
Yeah, I got a little deep here. I'm good. I just have to see if I can get out. Oh.
Hold on, Macky.
Yeah.
So if you think of your exit plan, don't step toward the tree. Don't do that.
Don't do this, okay.
Yeah. So little steps, and see forward is probably forward into my area.
Okay.
Probably the path of least resistance. There you go. We'll break down this ledge here. That'll make it a touch easier. There you go.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yeah, of course, man.
I ended up in a little bit of a hole. Look, guys, it's not white up there.
Right?
Woo! Since I now know what that means. So I got to learn all the lingo. This morning at breakfast, we were talking about where we were going to go today, and Steve, our guide, was like, I think we're going to hike up to the ridge, and then if it's white, we're going to ski back. You know, we'll turn around and go somewhere else, or if it looks like it's going to be white. And I was like, okay, I don't understand. Don't you want it to be white? Snow is white. We want to be able to ski, you know, good snow. What they meant was whiteout conditions where you can't see anything. And we got lucky and it was beautiful. We got a couple of runs in, but now it is moving in. And apparently we are approaching whiteout conditions. I don't think we're quite there because you can kind of see some trees, but I think the light gets really flat and you stop being able to see undulations in the terrain. We even had a couple people already today miss some undulations and accidentally get air. So that tree's not too bad. It's maybe 100 feet away, but then looking a little harder to see through there. Fortunately, I had enough fitness not to hold everyone up on the uphills and enough ski experience from growing up in Taos not to hold everyone up on the downhills. Good news. I stepped on one ski, so it's right here, and I can see the other ski right up there, so I don't have to dig for my skis. A little compression. Lost one. Tried to ski it out on the other one. Lost the other one. Come on, boot.
Macky, you copy?
Oh, we'll get to the radio.
And was that recording? No, calling for Macky. Over.
Come on, radio.
Brian, this is Brian. Macky, you there?
Sorry guys, this is Macky. I forgot which pocket my radio was in.
Are you all good?
Yeah, I had a little double ejection, but we're good, and I'm back in the skis and heading towards you guys.
Okay, we'll hang here too.
Thanks. Woo-woo! Thanks, guys. Yeah, I lost one ski and was like, I got this, and then lost the other one. Fortunately, I found them both very easily, and then I was like going for the radio and I couldn't figure out which pocket it was in.
Let's see if that. Yeah, let's get-
Behind us was kind of like a big.
For a bit.
Woohoo!
Try to look cool putting plates on.
Oh, this is amazing! These were big days of skiing. We were out 7+ hours, climbed 3,000 to 4,000 feet, and skied 6 to 7 miles every day. And we had incredibly good snow and visibility conditions, so we were able to ski a bunch of different spots in the Powder Creek area. I'd never experienced snow like this, and it was such a cool experience. Yeah! look just like Steve this run, guys. Skis perfect. Good idea. I told you guys, by the end of this week, I'm gonna remember all the things for one run.
Okay, so since Macky has been gone for an entire week, I've had to find a new training partner. And I have to say, the new training partner is faster than Macky and is also a pretty good pace car. My dad on the e-bike. We have been doing a lot of road riding. Obviously it's a little snowy and wet here for riding trails. We've had, frankly, just really atrocious weather this week. So Macky picked a good week to be gone. Usually in January, it should be snowing. It should be beautiful this time of year. Instead, it has been like freezing, spitting rain, grapple, snow when you get into the higher mountains, at least. Just generally kind of nasty. But today, the sun is finally out and we are gonna go ride a super fun road ride, so I thought I'd put the camera on and get you guys some views of New Mexico when she's being nice. Sun is actually out. So if you ride on the road or just in windy, cold conditions, I feel like a real influencer now, but stuff, not sponsored. You can also just put chapstick or Vaseline on your nose. That's the look. Where are my sunglasses? So I am gonna draft Dad. We're gonna get this bit over with ASAP because it's kind of buzzing. Oh, it looks like maybe they've put some new pavement in here. And I wonder if that involves a shoulder, because that would be really nice, but probably not. Ah, that wasn't so bad.
I had to go up to tour on that.
Oh, good.
On that descent. I couldn't stay ahead of you on the eco.
You can always rely on Dad to pack Snickers too, so we are well fueled. Oh, where does the wind come from? I hit the spot. You're still on eco back there.
Yeah, an eco, but I bumped it up to tour a time or two.
Okay, good. At this point, we're just showing off. Oh, what a good ride. What a beautiful day. 39.8 miles, which is perfect because it will make someone angry on Strava. A little over 3,000 feet of climbing in 2 hours and 45 minutes. Pretty good time. I need to eat something. And tomorrow I get to go pick up Macky at the airport, which I'm very excited for because I have missed him.
Right now we have a feeling of about, 2,200, suggesting wind.
The morning of our planned departure from the lodge, the weather turned to freezing rain and fog, and it turns out these are conditions that keep helicopters from flying. The first day wasn't too bad. Once it was clear we weren't going to get out, we got a few bonus ski runs in and everyone joked about who would get eaten first if we were stuck for a long time.
I love the dog. You love the dog. We all love the dog, but you're gonna have to be prepared to eat the dog.
The next day dawned similarly dismal, and everyone started getting pretty antsy. Unfortunately, the avalanche danger was too high for skiing, so we played a lot of Send It and crossed our fingers for a weather window that never arrived.
Oh no! I was skiing the Hall of Fame run while drinking hot chocolate. I was a little bit too hot. And I accidentally spilled it on my coat. And while I was doing that, I got a core shot. And I'm an idiot and was focused on my hot chocolate. I didn't have my helmet buckles. I also tore my ACL. I somehow was out of bounds.
Oh, jeez.
But I made a miraculous recovery.
Yeah! By the third day, everyone was definitely stir crazy, and the room would go silent anytime the radio made noise. Eventually, we got some good news.
Not quite Bible Nelson yet, but it is improving, so that's a good trend.
A lot of smiling faces here.
He was
it's official that Stellar can come and get us. Because it's so close, it's going to be like a 10-minute turnaround when they actually have the window. We ought to be ready. So let's say we did on the first day, you know, bring your bags to your flights, strip your bed, do all the things.
Woo, am I happy to see that thing.
Overall, this was one of the coolest experiences I've ever had, and I can't wait to do it again.
What are you wearing? Is that the only clean clothes you had?